Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino. Monday, September 16, 2024, pre-market report. A lot of stuff to cover here, people. So just bear with me. Stick around to the end because we really do have to cover a few things that are important. Now, look, I am the first guy to give credit where credit is due. That's a fact. You all know that. Now, I want to, believe it or not, give some credit here to J.D. Vance for now walking back or backtracking on his claims about Haitian immigrants in Ohio eating pets. He said specifically here he's acknowledging that these claims could turn out to be false. Okay, that's a positive step, at least in my view. Here it is. If you want to see it here, it's getting a lot of coverage. So look, as I said, I want to give the guy some credit here where credit is due, I believe. At least he's and now coming forth and exposing this for what it really was from the get-go here, just a piece of propaganda and an attempt to, well, look, what this led to was obviously bomb threats, school closures, and maybe there's, words have power. And we'll talk more about that at the end. Words, you ever hear sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never harm me? That's not actually true. Words are powerful. And especially if you're in a position like Vance is or President Trump is or Kamala is, when they say things, there are effects. And anyway, some people believe, and I understand that he's walking this back because of the bomb threats and of the school closures out there. But this is a quote. These claims could turn out to be false. So I want to give a little credit where credit's due to J.D. Vance. All right, now with that said, people, let us move forward here. With regard to this market, people, I cannot stress to you how what's about to happen here. And just hang on. I know a lot of you want me to weigh in with regard to the second attempt on Trump's life. So don't freak out yet. What do you mean Greg isn't talking about it? I'll talk about it at the end. Hold your horses here. All right. Let's just get our act together here real quick. So Wednesday here, we're going to hear from the Fed and who is going to be joining, of course, the European Central Bank, the Swiss National Bank, the Canadian National Bank, in what's going to turn out to be the most epic amount. This is just, look, I'm speechless here already here. It's just too much what we're about to see. Currency devaluation on a scale you're not going to believe. And with regard to artificially suppressed rates as well. So just read this headline from this morning, CNBC. It's a big week for central banks around the world. And this, what's going to happen here, now that the Fed is joining in this week, they're going to cut rates, which is absolutely what we do not need. This is going to lead to massive currency devaluation, but a whole plethora of other central banks are expected to now join what will be the Federal Reserve, the European Central Bank, the Swiss National Bank, Canadian National Bank in an effort to devalue the global currency, artificially suppress rates here, destroy us all here via this mechanism. Again, this is not what we need. It's the polar opposite of what we need. We need higher rates. We need a stronger currency. And in case you don't know, if you're new here, there are just two fundamental principles, two and two only, with regard to finance and economics. To have a strong economy, you need a strong currency and a correlating rate, which makes it, not impossible, but a little difficult for people to acquire easy money. That gives the currency its purchasing power. Are we on the same page here? Now, with regard to this morning, what we're seeing here, this is an incredible thing. It's not stopping. Are you able to see that? Let me see if I can. Here. You got the dollar again. Yeah. You got the dollar again, it just, being decimated. You got the 10-year yield dropping. With regard, this is incredible. This is the MMRI. Look at this slide, man. This is, again, not just squiggly lines. This is the Fed in here buying all the debt, devaluing the dollar. And you really think this is good for you? This is going to turn out to be, positive? We have Kamala here and Trump, both promising you the same thing. We promise you lower rates, which of course means a weaker currency, which is the polar opposite of what we actually do need. But this is an effort by central banks coordinating with puppets to finish what they started over a century ago, to be the lenders and buyers of last resort, to eliminate this three-tier society, the middle class globally being systematically eradicated. It's an extinction level event. I've said this many, many times, but this is where we're going. This is not going to stop, and all this is going to do is open up a doorway for cash to make its way into risk assets, the stock market, which puts commodities on sale like you can't even believe. If you think commodities are cheap now relative to exploding global debt, it's not going to stop. Deficit sound familiar to you? Yeah, we've only covered this since time immemorial, how it's not going to stop. And it doesn't matter who they select to sit behind the Resolute desk. Hold that thought, people, because I'm going to tell you something at the end of this video that's going to blow your mind. It's really the truth. Anyway, that's what's going on here. Pretty obvious. We all know this. We understand the plan, the grand plan. We understand who the players are. We know what they're doing to us all. Okay, there are some of us who are actually taking action. Imagine my shock and your shock. Most people sitting back, sucking their thumb, being distracted by, nonsensical stories, which, again, I'm going to give the guy some credit for walking this back. Oh, he's now saying these are, they could turn out to be false. All right. Thank you, J.D. Vance. Anyway, that's where we are here, people, with regard to this. Now, let us move forward. Don't forget what's about to happen on Wednesday. I'm not going to let you forget that. Anyway, I want to talk to you about another phenomenon that occurs here. Now, don't take my word for anything I say ever. Okay. So, if you look back on supposed election cycles, these are selections, you all know that. There's a particular phenomenon that occurs, and that is this. By some miracle or some turn of events, gasoline prices tend to fall right before a selection is made. Now, I wonder how they pull that off. Again, dupe the people. Convince them that whatever, things are going to get better. Look, most of us here, at least, who don't have electric vehicles or hybrids or whatever, you got to buy gas. And it's kind of, you get that sticker shock. But this is what's going on. And this phenomenon of gasoline prices sliding is something that's not, when you see this, you got to laugh. If you pay any attention to what's going on, it's just, it's part of the game. It's part of the game, part of the deception, because right after the selection, you think this is going to last? No. Come, let me tell you something about crude oil, which is a commodity. You all know that you need exposure to these things, none more so than physical silver, gold, obviously. These are priced in dollars. The dollar's being decimated, along with other central bank issued notes, currencies here, and they're in a race to the bottom. You all know that. Nobody knows that better than you do, and this is just not going to stop. It's going to accelerate moving forward. I mean, that's the mechanism here. Keep rates artificially suppressed, make money or currency, cash, easier to get. It's massively destructive to the purchasing power of the currency. Are we on the same page here? Or is Greg kind of really, really out there? Now, look, I'm going to do something here. We're going to talk about this second here. So you know about this. Everybody knows. A couple of very interesting things happened over the weekend here. Another attempt on President Trump's life. Okay. All right. Let me just say this. Does this surprise you, anybody here? You spread hate. You get hate back. Now, let's see how many of you have the guts to stick around for just another minute or two here. How many of you are familiar with this? Oh, yeah. If anyone says, I love God and hates his brother, he is a liar. How about this one? Nor do their tactics surprise me when I consider how Satan himself masquerades as an angel of light. Now, you probably know this. Truth Social? I hate Taylor Swift. Words have power, people. Words have power. This is days after Trump did not get the endorsement here by Taylor Swift. Now, I just put this out because I had to say, is Trump deliberately trying to lose? And I wrote, days after Taylor Swift did not endorse Donald Trump, he sends this off. I hate Taylor Swift. Okay. You may maybe need a reminder here. Okay. There you go. By their fruits we shall recognize them. Okay. Honestly, people, I have to ask, is Trump setting himself up to lose, or is this just extremely poor judgment? Did he think, how would anyone think, that by posting "I hate Taylor Swift," this was the way to go, so to gain public favor? Moreover, quite obviously, he's been dwelling on this deeply for days. Finally, he exploded. I hate Taylor Swift. All right, great, fantastic, and beautiful. I'm sure we're all thrilled about that. This is definitely the way to go, President Trump, or whatever you are. This was the way to go to gain public favor. Anyway, so dwelling on all this, possessed with this, and today he had to send it out. This was yesterday. Very troubling. World leaders must be laughing loudly on every continent on this planet, along with the rest of the world, at this clown show. This is absolute irresponsibility. Let me show you what irresponsibility looks like, okay? When you are a person who has influence like this, President Trump, and you send something like that out, you put people's lives in danger, just like J.D. Vance did with this fake story that he is now walking back, okay? Again, credit where credit's due. I've given credit where credit's due. Turned out to be false. Okay. Lovely and fantastic here. So this is absolute irresponsibility, an unbelievably poor judgment. I hate Taylor Swift comment may actually put Swift's life in danger. Or herself in danger in one way, shape, or form. All right. It's going to be truly entertaining. This is what I wrote for how MAGA tries to defend this one. Okay, it's on my Substack here, and I am certain that it will be comical. Those of you who responded, I have to say you did not disappoint. Absolutely comical. I was rolling. Me and my wife actually were looking at this, laughing, rolling all over the floor at some of the comments. I'm sorry. You can't make this stuff up. Anyway, look. So what does this tell me? Let me just expand a little bit on this here. Trump had this locked prior to the first assassination attempt. I mean, with the continued, and he was right in a lot of what he said about Biden being the worst, and I had agreed on that. I have beat up Biden like you can't believe. And then he went a little overboard here with the dementia Joe, and he's whatever he might be, he's too old and everything else. And I got it. He had it locked. He should have shut his mouth because he had it locked. And then, of course, the assassination attempt, the first one, it was a lock. There's no doubt about it. This, and I came out publicly. I said that it was a lock for Trump. Again, he was still running up against Biden at that point. Then, the lies, distractions, deceptions, propaganda, the spread of hatred caught up with him. What happened here? We had Biden drop out. We had Harris jump in here. And, I think I'm going to go with Gerald Salente's prediction here now that Trump will not be selected. The spread of hatred here is over the top. It's frankly over the top. And this just demonstrates to the world that, first of all, presidents have no power. But this, obviously he's unfit to be president. He can't control himself. He could handle this a different way, in a very tactful kind of way, but he chose to just do this because he can't control himself. It's out of control. He's out of control. Obviously, as I said, unfit. Has concepts of plans, but no real plans. As came out in the debate. It doesn't matter anyway, as I said, presidents, they're puppets. But this has gone crazy. And that's it, man, pretty much. So I'm gonna now say, well, as I said, when I initially said that this was a lock, it was when he was running up against Biden. It was a lock. After the assassination attempt, lock. Then, what do they say? The chickens come home to roost, and they have come home to roost. We have a completely unhinged individual here who has no place in anything right now. And as far as I'm concerned, look, you all know that Greg Mannarino puts God before everything, and that God is the guiding force in my life. Hate doesn't work. You spread hate, you get hate. Assassination attempts. Yeah, masquerading as an angel of light. They will reveal themselves to us. Personally, I think Trump is one of the antichrists. There's no doubt about it. In my view, you don't like it? Does that hurt your feelings? Just go away. I just tell you how it is, man. You don't like it? You can't handle the truth? Most people can't. I get it. So whatever, go do what you got to do. All right, look, this guy here, for those of you that are still here, love you a lot from the heart. And I know you get it. And I hope some of you are starting to see the lies, the deceptions, the look here, the spread of hate, the cost of hate. And again, I'm just going to say this. I now say that Trump is done. It's absolutely done. And again, it's just too obvious to me right now. You get what you ask for. And I think he's trying to lose anyway. I think he realized this is a lashing out right here. Understanding that he has, in fact, lost the selection here. And that's okay, too. Because what have I told you? I said whoever's selected should have traitor tattooed across their forehead. That should tell you something as to my perspective on this whole entire thing. But again, that's it. Let's see, people. Let's watch the comments. Make me laugh like yesterday. You MAGA guys and girls out here, please. I need some entertainment. I really do. And you really did not disappoint me with regard to my newsletter. Those comments were... Oh, man. I can't wait to see this one, too. I'm going to be cracking up all freaking day. Love all you guys and girls. Hope I made some sense to you. Keep your eyes on this market. We know what we're doing and we know why we're doing it, people. Period. The freaking end. We can't lose. We can't lose. This channel is going to become much stronger as I intend. And my goal here is to have some people unsubscribe. I don't know. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. However, that 10,000 doesn't matter to me at all. It won't change anything. It'll just make this channel stronger. We don't need these people here with us who can't see the truth. They don't understand what's happening to them. They don't recognize the devils when they see them. That's okay. That's okay. These people are they're going to feel the wrath, unfortunately. And I believe that, and I know you do too. We've been told this. We've all been foretold this stuff. We know where to look. It's too easy. All right, look, we're out of here. All right, love you a lot. See you later. I can't wait to see the comments and the fallout from this one. I love it, man. I got to tell you. See you later, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern for the live stream, people. All right? That's all.